Lily and Michael had been living together for 5 years, building a beautiful life with their 3 lovely children. Michael provided for the family, working hard to ensure they wanted for nothing. But behind closed doors, Michael was doing something else. Lily, a devoted mother and wife, dedicated herself to raising their children. Michael never allowed her to work outside the home, citing his desire to protect her from knowing his whereabouts. "I want you to focus on our family," Michael would say. "You're all I need." Lily's friends often questioned her decision to stay at home. "Why let Michael control your life?" they'd ask. Lily would smile and reply, "He loves me, he wants me happy." But her friends saw beyond her words. "Be careful," they warned. "Michael might be hiding something. You're isolated, unaware of what he does outside." Lily dismissed their concerns, trusting Michael implicitly. However, as time passed, Lily began to feel suffocated. Michael monitored her every move, restricting her interactions with the outside world. "You don't need to worry about anything," he'd say. Lily's friends, Sarah and Emily, approached her again, their faces etched with concern. "Lily, we need to tell you something," Sarah said gently. "We've seen Michael with other women multiple times." Lily's expression remained steadfast. "That's impossible," she replied. "You must be mistaken. Those are probably business partners or clients." Emily shook her head. "No, Lily, we're certain. We've seen him holding hands, kissing. It's not just friendly." Lily's defenses rose. "You're just jealous of my happy marriage," she said, her voice firm. "Michael loves me, he provides for everything. Why would he cheat?" Sarah and Emily exchanged worried glances. "That's exactly why he keeps you isolated," Sarah said. "He doesn't want you to find out about his infidelities." Lily's resolve didn't waver. "I trust Michael," she insisted. "Being a housewife isn't a bad thing. I'm grateful for his love and care." Her friends and family grew increasingly perplexed by Lily's unwavering loyalty. "How can you ignore the signs?" her sister asked. Lily's response remained unchanged. "Michael would never hurt me. He loves me too much." As time passed, Lily's friends and family noticed Michael's controlling behavior. "He's manipulating you, Lily," Emily said. "What if something happens to him tomorrow? How will you support yourself?" Lily's confidence faltered for a moment, but she quickly regained her composure. "Nothing will happen to Michael," she said. "He's healthy and successful. I don't need to worry." But Sarah and Emily knew the truth. Michael's womanizing ways were just the tip of the iceberg. Every evening, Lily would share with Michael the concerns her friends and family expressed about his fidelity. "Michael, they say you're a womanizer," Lily would say, laughing. "Can you believe it?" Michael's expression would turn serious, his eyes locked on hers. "Lily, I swear to you, there's nothing like that," he'd say. "I love you more than anything. Why would I cheat on you?" Lily's doubts would dissipate, replaced by admiration for her husband's devotion. "I know you wouldn't," she'd reply. "You're the best husband ever." But behind closed doors, Michael's thoughts differed. "Ha! My wife is so naive," he'd think, chuckling to himself. "She has no idea what I'm really doing." Michael's motivation for keeping Lily at home was clear: control. He wanted to maintain his freedom to chase women without interference. Lily's trusting nature made it easy for Michael to deceive her. Each time she shared others' concerns, Michael would smile inwardly. "My wife is a fool," he'd think. "She'll never suspect a thing." As the days passed, Lily continued to defend Michael to her friends and family. "You don't understand," she'd say. "Michael loves me, he'd never cheat." But Michael's secrets remained hidden, locked behind his charming facade. Michael's cheating attitude escalated, and his excuses for staying out late became more frequent. "Hey, sweetheart, I've got a lot of work to do tonight," he'd say over the phone. "I won't be coming home." Lily would believe him, concerned about his workload. "Okay, dear, be careful," she'd reply. But this scenario repeated itself countless times. and Lily's doubts began to grow. One evening, Michael called, claiming an emergency meeting. "I'll be late, honey," he said. Lily waited, but Michael didn't come home until dawn. She woke up to find him sneaking into bed, reeking of perfume. "Where were you?" Lily asked, her voice trembling. Michael quickly fabricated a story. "I had to entertain clients," he said. "The perfume must be from the restaurant." Lily's suspicions intensified. "Is it true what people are saying about you?" she asked, her eyes searching. Michael's expression turned indignant. "Who's spreading rumors?" he demanded. "I'm faithful to you, Lily." But Lily's trust was wavering. She started noticing changes in Michael's behavior: late-night texts and calls, unexplained expenses on their credit card, evasive answers to her questions. Lily's mind raced with questions. Is my husband cheating on me? Am I just a fool? She decided to investigate further. Michael's addiction to his phone grew stronger, even in bed with Lily. "Who are you chatting with?" Lily asked, her voice laced with concern. "It's just work, sweetheart," Michael replied, his eyes fixed on the screen. "Can't it wait till morning?" Lily pressed. "No, it's urgent," Michael insisted. Lily's doubts intensified. Is it really work or another woman? She wondered. Their nighttime conversations became strained. "Put that phone away," Lily demanded. "Just 1 minute, please," Michael pleaded. Their arguments escalated. "You're always on that phone," Lily shouted. "I'm just handling work stuff," Michael defended. Their marriage began to fray. Lily felt neglected, Michael distant. The tension between them thickened. One evening, Lily confronted Michael. "I know what's going on," she said firmly. Michael's eyes narrowed. "What are you talking about?" he asked cautiously. "You're cheating on me," Lily stated. Michael's expression turned cold. "You're paranoid," he spat. Lily's heart sank. Lily visited her sister Emily, tears streaming down her face. "Emily, I'm so worried," Lily said, her voice shaking. "Michael's behavior has changed. He's always on his phone, chatting with someone, and coming home late." Emily's expression turned sympathetic. "We warned you, Lily," Emily said gently. "We saw Michael with other women, but you never believed us." Lily's eyes widened. "I should have listened," she admitted. "Now I realize the truth." Emily broke down in tears. "I'm so sorry, Lily. I wish you had listened to us earlier." Lily's pain turned to determination. "What can I do, Emily?" she asked. Emily's voice firmed. "You need to take control. Tell Michael you want to work or start a business. You can't just sit at home, relying on him." Lily nodded resolutely. "That's the only way to show Michael you're not a captive," Emily emphasized. Lily thanked Emily and left, resolve burning within her. She arrived home, ready to confront Michael. "Michael, we need to talk," Lily said firmly. Michael looked up from his phone, surprised. "What's up?" he asked, casually. Lily's voice trembled. "I know what's going on," she began. "I know about your infidelity." Michael's expression changed. "How dare you?" he shouted, but Lily stood firm. "I won't be silenced," she declared. "I want to work, Michael. I want independence." Michael scoffed. "You'll never make it without me," he sneered. Lily smiled. "We'll see about that," she said confidently. Lily's eyes welled up with tears as she confronted Michael again. "You're always busy, always on your phone," she said, her voice shaking. "You come home late, and when I ask, you lash out at me." Michael's expression turned cold. "You're just a distraction," he sneered. "You can't do anything without me. You'll remain a housewife until you die." Lily's heart sank. "How can you say that?" she whispered. Michael's voice rose. "Without me, you're nobody," he spat. "You'll never work under my roof. You'll stay home, where you belong." Lily felt trapped. "Please, Michael," she pleaded. "Let me do something for myself. I want to be like other women, to have a purpose." Michael's face twisted in disgust. "Purpose?" he repeated. "Your purpose is serving me, taking care of this home and children, nothing else." Lily's tears flowed freely. "You're suffocating me," she sobbed. Michael's anger boiled over. "You ungrateful woman," he shouted, his fist clenched. Lily cowered, fearing his wrath. But then, something inside her snapped. "I won't take this anymore," she declared, her voice firm. Michael's eyes narrowed. "What are you going to do?" he sneered. Lily stood tall. "I'll find a way out," she vowed. "I'll make a life for myself, with or without you." Michael's laughter sent chills down Lily's spine. "We'll see about that," he menacingly whispered and walked away. Lily stormed into her room, tears blurring her vision. She began packing her bags, but her hands slowed as reality sunk in. "Where will I go?" she thought. "How will I care for the children?" Her mind racing, Lily sat on the bed, surrounded by half-packed bags. "If I leave, what happens to my children?" she worried. "Who will provide for them?" Self-blame crept in. "Why didn't I listen to Emily and my friends?" she lamented. "Why didn't I stand up for myself earlier?" Lily's thoughts swirled. Going back to father's house will burden mother, she realized. "Where can I take the children?" Defeated, Lily abandoned her packing. "I have no choice but to stay," she resigned herself. As she calmed down, determination sparked within her. "I'll endure this for now," she thought. "But I won't give up. Tomorrow may bring change." Lily unfolded her packed clothes, placing them back in the closet. "For the children's sake, I'll stay," she whispered. "But I won't remain a prisoner." With newfound resolve, Lily began planning. "I'll find a way to support myself," she vowed. "I'll create a better life for my children." As night fell, Lily lay in bed, her eyes fixed on the ceiling. "Tomorrow," she whispered, "I'll start anew." Michael's infidelity and late nights had become a norm. He would come home drunk, expecting Lily to be silent and submissive. One evening, Lily approached Michael, her voice trembling. "Where were you last night?" she asked. Michael's expression turned cold. "None of your business," he snapped. Lily's eyes welled up. "You're always out late," she pleaded. "What am I supposed to think?" Michael's anger boiled over. "You think too much," he shouted, slapping Lily. Lily cowered, tears streaming down her face. This can't go on, she thought. But Michael's grip on her was tight. "You'll stay home, care for the kids, and ask no questions," he ordered. Lily felt trapped. The next day, Lily arrived at Emily's house, tears streaming down her face. "Emily, I don't know what to do," Lily sobbed. "Michael's changed. He stays out late, comes home drunk, and I've found condoms in his pocket." Emily's expression turned sympathetic. "Oh, Lily, I'm so sorry," Emily said, hugging her. Lily poured out her heart, sharing every painful detail. Amy listened attentively, her concern growing. "Lily, you can't stay in this toxic marriage," Emily urged. "Come live with me and the kids. We'll figure it out together." But Lily shook her head. "I won't burden you," Lily said firmly. "I'll handle this on my own." Emily's eyes narrowed. "Then why are you complaining?" Emily asked bluntly. "You know you can endure this." Lily's face twisted in anguish. "I just want someone to understand," Lily whispered. Emily's tone softened. "Okay, I understand. But you need to take care of yourself and those kids." "Can you do that?" Lily nodded resolutely. Later that evening, Emily's words echoed in Lily's mind. "Manage this, Lily. For your children's sake." Lily steeled herself. "For my children, I'll endure," she vowed. But as she walked back into her home, Michael's mocking gaze awaited. Michael stepped into the nightclub, scanning the room for a captivating face. That's when he spotted her, stunning, charming, and radiant young lady. He approached her and they struck up a conversation. "Hi, I'm Michael," he said, smiling. "I'm Suzanne," she replied, her voice sultry. As they talked, Michael's attraction grew. Suzanne's laughter and smile drew him in. "Would you like to join me for a nightcap?" Michael asked. Suzanne's eyes sparkled. "I'd love to." They discussed details, the hotel, the room, and the night's agenda. Michael's desire intensified. At the hotel, they settled into their room. Michael's passion took over. Suzanne's willingness matched his own. They surrendered to their desires, lost in the moment. Their night was filled with laughter, passion, and sex having. As dawn broke, they lay entwined. Last night was incredible, Suzanne whispered. Michael smiled. Unforgettable, he agreed. Their eyes locked, and they shared a tender kiss. See you next, she said, and walked away. 1 month passed since Michael's encounter with Suzanne. He began feeling unwell, dismissing it as a flu. But as days passed, his condition worsened. Despite home remedies, Michael's health declined. He couldn't shake off the fatigue, fever, and persistent cough. Concerned, Michael visited the hospital for tests. The doctor's expression turned somber. Michael, your results show you're HIV positive, he said gently. Michael's world crumbled. He felt like he'd been punched in the gut. No, 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 he sobbed, blaming himself. Why was I so stupid? Thoughts of Lily and the kids flooded his mind. What if I've infected them? He panicked. Memories of his infidelity haunted him. Lily, my poor wife, the kids, how will they cope? Michael begged God. Please, don't let Lily have it. Let me carry this burden alone. But the damage was done. Michael's reckless night with Suzanne had changed his life forever. As he walked out of the hospital, Michael felt lost. How could he face Lily? Would she forgive him? Would she be infected too? Michael's tears fell uncontrollably. He thought of his family's future. What have I done? He whispered. Michael's behavior changed dramatically. He became affectionate, helpful, and attentive to Lily. Lily wondered, what's gotten into him? Why is he being so nice? Michael struggled to reveal his HIV diagnosis, but fear held him back. Lily, I love you, he stuttered, diverting to safer topics. Lily's curiosity grew. Are you okay? Everything all right? Michael forced a smile. Yes, everything's fine. 2 weeks passed, and Lily began experiencing unexplained fatigue and joint pain. She brushed it off as a minor infection, taking medication at home, but symptoms persisted, and Lily decided to visit the hospital. The doctor's words shattered her world. Lily, you've tested positive for HIV. Lily collapsed, tears streaming down her face. How could this happen? She sobbed. I've never cheated, never put myself at risk. Memories of Michael's sudden change in behavior flashed in her mind. She stormed home, confronting Michael. You knew, didn't you? Lily accused, anger and hurt mixing. You've been acting strange, being overly nice. You've been hiding something. Michael's guilt-ridden face confirmed her fears. Who was she? Lily demanded. How could you do this to me? To our family? Michael's tears fell, but Lily's anger wouldn't subside. Lily's anger boiled over. She stormed into the kitchen, grabbed a pot of hot oil from the stove, and rushed back to Michael. You deceived me, she screamed, her eyes blazing. You brought this disease into our home, into my body. Michael cowered, pleading for mercy. Lily, please, dash. But Lily's fury wouldn't be contained. Die, she shouted, pouring the scalding oil over Michael's head. Michael's screams filled the air as he stumbled, clutching his face. Lily stood frozen, horror slowly replacing her rage. What had she done? Michael's cries echoed through the house, and the children's terrified faces appeared at the doorway. Mummy, what's happening? They asked, trembling. Lily's world crumbled. She realized the consequences of her actions. Lily's screams and Michael's cries echoed through the streets. Neighbors rushed to the scene, horrified by the sight. Michael's body was severely burned, his skin charred and blistered. Oh God, help him, someone shouted. Neighbors quickly rallied, rushing Michael to the hospital. Doctors fought to save Michael, but his injuries were too severe. Michael's last words haunted Lily. I'm sorry, forgive me. Despite efforts, Michael succumbed to his injuries. Lily's world shattered. Police arrived, arresting Lily for murder. As she sat in her cell, Lily realized the gravity of her actions. Months passed, and Lily's trial began. The judge's verdict, guilty of murder, but considering the circumstances and the children's need for care. Sentence reduced to time served. Released on probation, Lily walked out of prison, her children's faces, once full of joy, now held sadness and fear. Lily vowed to rebuild their lives, seeking forgiveness and healing, but the memory of Michael's burned body and his final words haunted her. Lily sat in her living room, tears streaming down her face. "Why didn't I listen?" she sobbed. "If only I had listened to my friends, my sister, things wouldn't have ended like this." Self-blame consumed her. "I'm a murderer. I killed my own husband," but then she remembered, "I did it out of anger, not malice." Lily's thoughts shifted to her HIV diagnosis. What now? Live with this disease, raising my children, despair crept in. Is it better to take my own life? But then she looked at her children's photos. No, I must stay for them. Give them a better life, a moral upbringing. Lily vowed to learn from her mistakes, teach them to avoid the same errors. She thought of Emily's offer. If only I had gone to live with Emily, this wouldn't have happened. Lily fell to her knees. "Oh Lord, forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing. I acted out of anger." With a heavy heart, she whispered, "Michael, my husband, my darling, I forgive you. Please forgive me too." Lily felt a glimmer of peace. She rose, determined. "I'll take my medication, care for my children, and rebuild our lives."